Modern culture treats planetary retrogrades as inevitable periods of systemic breakdown. The expectation is that communication lines snap, technology fails, and plans unravel into chaos. This fatalistic dread is a recent invention. It severely distorts the original framework of ancient esoteric astrology by stripping away its intended psychological purpose. As Earth orbits on a faster inner track, it bypasses a slower outer planet. From our vantage point, the relative speed creates the optical illusion of a backward loop. The planet never actually reverses its course in space. Before the apparent reversal begins, there is a distinct mathematical moment where the outer planet appears to halt completely against the backdrop of the stars. In astrological terms, this exact pause is known as the stationing point. Following this pause, the planet appears to trace a recursive loop backward across our fixed map of the zodiac. Long before the literalist lens of modern astronomy, early metaphysicians observed this exact geometric phenomenon. They had to construct a meaning for a celestial body that appeared to stop and retrace its own steps. They did not interpret this visual illusion as a fracture in the cosmic order. Instead, they recognized a deliberate symbol. The backward motion was understood as a cosmic prompt for human inward reflection and a necessary psychological pause. In the esoteric tradition, this optical reversal translates directly to psychological recursion. The planetary archetype turns its focus back on itself. When a planet symbolically reverses, its specific energetic signature does not disappear. The current of that archetype simply redirects from the external environment into the internal psyche. A planet in direct motion correlates with externalized action and worldly momentum. Its retrograde state pulls that exact same momentum inward. Take the archetype of Mars. In direct motion, Mars governs outward conflict, physical desire, and the urgency to impose will upon the world. This diagram illustrates Mars in retrograde. The external projection of force reverses inward. The urgency to conquer the environment becomes a period designed to reset personal boundaries and cultivate internal courage. Modern culture is largely impatient with this inward shift, viewing any loss of forward momentum as a failure. Ancient practitioners relied on it as a critical mechanism to reassess past actions before moving forward again. A retrograde transit forces a specific archetype to review its own foundations. Without these built-in recursive loops, a state of continuous external expansion would guarantee psychological burnout. This chart maps the inward psychological turn. The natal blueprint tracks where transits intersect baseline energy, forming geometric angles called aspects. A 90-degree square creates friction, forcing internal review. Conversely, a 120-degree trine offers harmonic flow, providing resolution to counterbalance the tension. Together, these geometric relationships construct a detailed portrait of an individual's emotional weather. They outline the precise internal behavioral shifts occurring throughout the retrograde cycle. The 12 houses that these angles intersect represent the specific fields of human experience. They indicate if this review process is happening within relationships, affecting creative output, or testing personal discipline. The chart during a retrograde period offers no predictions of external events. It provides a precise geometric blueprint for internal human reassessment and growth. Eventually, the optical illusion reaches its end. The planet appears to halt for a second time before stationing direct, resuming its forward celestial motion. The psychological equivalent of stationing direct is the act of emerging from the review loop. The internal pause concludes, leaving behind newly integrated knowledge. This diagram shows how the preceding tension of the retrograde squares and the stabilizing flow of the trines finally resolve. The friction has generated new, tested internal psychological structures. With the archetype moving forward once again, the individual is equipped to apply the insights gathered directly back into their external life. Astrology functions purely as a language of cosmic timing and esoteric psychology. It remains completely divorced from the fear-based predictions often attached to it. Retrogrades are a rhythmic necessity embedded in the astrological calendar. They are structured pauses, calibrated specifically to promote self-mastery by demanding periods of stillness. These reversals are not cosmic punishments or bad luck. They are the oldest mapped mechanism we have for securing human growth through deliberate psychological recursion.